Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. That's it. Then
I'm Nicole Bates.
I'm Greg. We're playing different characters.
I'm not playing Nines.
I am not Zoria.
I'm David Wong.
Not playing also.
I am Alexis Bates, and someone better be doing something. So I guess this is it's a just me stream at this point.
And if you need to figure out what to do if you want to do something, a thing you could do is go to patreon.com/dice and dungeons. That's a thing you could do.
What's on there?
An opportunity to support this show.
Wow, I heard that's the best way to support this.
It
This
is
thing
the
I just
best.
heard about today.
It's the best way to support it.
But what do you
Meow.
get for supporting the show?
Well, you get access to our improv warm-ups. Our
I heard you guys did like
cold
9 of
reads.
those. The best number.
Yeah.
It is a good number.
It's a great number.
Yeah.
If you flip it upside down, it's a different number.
You can
DM
even
notes.
you can get DM notes. You can even get your name in the credits.
So check it out
Do that.
at
Patreon.com/dice and dungeons.
Wow, I'm going to do that right now.
That was like the most straightforward.
If you go there in the next 10 minutes, you won't get a T-shirt.
I'm glad
That is factually accurate.
there you go.
Someone's going to be real angry at this. Like, I went
T-shirt.
there and this T-shirt showed up in the mail.
Is there any other place where you can't get a T-shirt?
There's a lot of places you can't get a T-shirt. I'm sure you can't get a T-shirt. Well,
You don't know that, do you?
We don't know anything.
You don't know that.
I just realized, like, every time I was thinking about a place where you couldn't get a T-shirt, I'm like, I don't know. Everywhere seems to have a T-shirt these days, don't
Do you
they?
think Geekified has a T-shirt?
Probably. I mean, a lot of stores do. I don't know if Geekified in Vinton, Iowa, who pays us money to say things.
Does
There's
Vinton,
one way-
Iowa have a shirt?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's to go to, what is it, the Facebook for Geekified in Vinton, Iowa, and find out
Just
if they have T-shirts.
Ask if they have T-shirts.
Yeah, just ask it. I'm not sure. So this is a great ad read for
Thanks,
Geekified.
Geekified.
For continuing to tolerate whatever it is that we do.
Yeah.
But we talk about your store and tell people that they should go there.
Yep.
And as a reminder, the people of Vinton, Iowa, there is an award here in our studio for all of you to come pick up. I haven't revealed the award that you're getting
Because that's for the ceremony.
because it's for the ceremony, but it's been a long time we've been talking about this, and they haven't shown up, have they?
No. I mean,
I have a sign out front that says, "Welcome the population of Vinton, Iowa."
like, is it an annual award?
It is. It is the award for the best Vinton in
Of
the
the
state
year.
of Iowa of the year.
So did they win this year? Because it's the new year when we're recording.
Well, yeah, now. Yeah, and it will be like way into the new year.
So is it like
it'll be almost the old year by
does
the
it
time
just
this
have
airs.
Vinton carved on it multiple times, or is it like there's this pile of awards building up?
Oh, well, there's just a pile of awards, but they haven't won it for 2025 yet. I mean, we've
yeah,
only
we're
been
just-
like
We're
a
just
few days into the
constantly
year.
printing awards for Vinton, Iowa.
No,
just
this is-
No,
One
no,
a
it's just
year.
one a year, and only if Vinton, Iowa wins the best Vinton in Iowa award.
And then shows up to get it.
Well, no, we print it. They just may not receive it. So right now we've got one, because it's the first time that we've done the annual award.
Oh, I did find a Vinton, Iowa T-shirt.
Oh,
And you
very
know
good.
where they print those?
Where?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
What?
Well, on that note, thanks, Geekified, for letting us continue to do these ad reads that appear to occasionally be mostly about the town that you're located in. And with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. last week on Dice and Dungeons. Midnight Brunch continued their infiltration of the Ulfstein Grotfel encampment inside the temple in Tzizitstan. When we left off, they had just set fire, and thus sabotaged, a small crane that was helping to lift the mercury out of the mines below. We rejoined them as they descended the stairs from the temple down into the caves below, as a fire is quickly growing behind them. So, did you all remember that you had set a fire onto the crane?
I just assume we set a fire in every
At
episode.
the end of every
Yeah.
episode, there's a fire of some sort.
Yeah. There is
Yes,
fire
but-
burning where the elevator used to be.
It's still there. It's just on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did anyone else see that Zoolander type walking away from the fire? He seemed awfully shady. Should I do a persuasion
You're
roll?
bringing the Zoolander guy up again?
Yeah.
Provide some continuity with the last episode, I guess.
Since you questioned our memory.
It's called saying up a patsy.
We should have written that people with badgers never start fires on the chalkboard.
But we didn't. We missed our chance.
Yeah, well, it'd be weird if there were 2 badger rules on the board.
So-
No one would believe it, man.
That'd be suspicious.
It's like, this seems an awful, like, badger propaganda now.
I am immune to fire, but I'm encouraging the rest of the party to not stand too close to the flames.
We're
just
just
walking away.
walking past. We went down the stairs to get.
I'm
away
just
from-
talking about the Zoolander type to, like, plant the seeds of, it wasn't us, it was the Zoolander
Well,
type.
yeah, you
By
want
the way-
to divert attention.
Olseth Nines.
What?
Happy 150th anniversary.
It
I don't
is.
think we've known each other for 150
It's
years.
150th episode together,
It
Nines.
is. It is.
Like, how
That's
do
a
you
number.
define an episode?
I black out regularly.
So, bringing us back to where we were.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! I woke up. Okay.
We're walking through this underground cavern
Yeah.
away from the flames because it's not a good idea to stand in the fire. And we're nonchalantly doing that, like we have
I mean,
been all along.
we can
No, we-
shenanigantly doing it.
Yeah, we're like, guys, there's a fire. Go help.
Yeah, we do that.
You want them to run to the fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause it'd be
It'll
weird
be
to be like,
weird.
ignore the fire, guys.
Just they got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like, you know how the Grotfelds are. Don't worry about it. It's just a fire.
So just as a housekeeping sort of thing,
Sure.
we're not
Here's the
alone,
broom.
right? We have the divorcees with us.
No, they were behind us or
I
ahead
know
of
they
us.
were. Oh, I hope they're ahead of us because
What?
No,
they
They
can't
are-
get back down. They
No,
can't get
the-
down the
This was a
ladder.
cargo one.
The ladder's not on fire. The crane is.
Did you
but
set
it's
the
right-
ladder on fire?
right
Did you set
next
the
to the
stairs
ladder.
on fire?
No, it's just right next to
I look back. Is the stairs on fire?
Did it also set everything on
a
fire?
little bit, but not all that much.
See, they're barely on
a little
fire.
bit on.
These are barely on fire stairs.
It just means people aren't going to lollygag on the stairs for the first time in their lives.
No. Yeah, you're not going to be those kind of people who get like halfway down and decide to, and there's someone coming up as they're going down. They start chatting with each other,
No
and
more
nobody
of
can
that.
get by them while they're sitting there chatting.
If anything, they should be thanking us for what we did to the stairs.
Yeah,
We
got
created
to move
express stairs.
Yeah.
The first in the nation.
them. So, where can
Just to
you?
be clear about like how much the stairs are on fire, you set fire to the crane
Yeah,
using some oils,
Yeah.
and some of the oil that was on fire dripped down onto the stairs. It's not nearly enough to actually cause a conflagration of the stairs.
Oh, Seth, you guys set fire to those stairs.
Put some Albert grease in your
mean-
stair setting on fire.
I mean, think of it like you. I don't know if anyone has ever done this as like a
what's
stupid
that? Stairs
teenager,
on fire.
but if you take like some sort of flammable liquid.
No, this is good. We're talking to people between
Don't-
the ages of 7 and 70.
Don't try this at home.
No,
Ooh, that saved us
don't do
reliability.
that. Don't.
Don't set things on fire, kids.
Just
Tell
don't.
us.
Candles.
Go ahead.
I like how they're saying, don't do this, when I haven't even said what this is.
What don't they?
So you take some sort of flammable liquid, like perhaps a little bit of kerosene, and you take a brush, and you dip the brush in the kerosene, and then you like write a message out on some concrete.
Oh, and you like...
And then you light that on fire. Now, obviously, like, don't take chances with fire. Don't do that inside. Like, that's still dangerous because you're definitely playing with fire. But, you know, I wasn't saying, oh, yes, if you did this as a kid where you just doused your entire home in gasoline or something.
So is that what Bruce Wayne did when he came back to Gotham in that movie?
Yes.
Like he was like, well, I got back. I need to let people know. And it's like, Alfred, get the kerosene,
Lost my screen.
my kerosene brush, meet me at the bridge. I'm going to do something so cool.
So yeah.
So the stairs are okay.
Yeah, that's what... I wanted to be clear. That's what's going on. It's like when you just have a little bit of a flammable liquid over the top of something that's...
Like concrete.
Like concrete. These are wood stairs, but there's not nearly enough to, like, actually catch them on fire.
Well,
the only reason it's burning is because there is a combustible material on top of it.
So, question.
But it's really not our problem because we're going the other way.
No,
might be.
and since you asked about the other groups, I will kind of recap this because it's been a week. The Divorcees and the Serpentis Six, they are behind you. You guys were the first ones in.
But we're
Yeah,
going
but we
seven.
also, we get distracted very easily. We went into every single room and created a love story.
And the idea is that you should not be grouping together. You shouldn't look like you're associating or anything like that. So you wouldn't draw attention to a comparatively large group to everyone else.
Right. We've
So-
done an excellent job of not
Okay.
drawing any
At this
attention to
point,
ourselves.
you're not entirely sure where the others are because you spend quite a bit of time looking in all of the rooms, as adventuring groups do.
The only thing
for
we
all-
know is that they won't be taking the elevator.
Well, no one would be taking the elevator because there was no elevator.
No,
It's
it's
just a
just
crane.
It's a crane with a platform. That's like an elevator.
What? Didn't have a platform. They were just tying barrels on.
I thought we were putting barrels on a platform.
No,
It was like...
it's just a crane.
It was
it's like a simple crane with a hook, and they like hook a couple barrels onto it,
Oh.
and then pull it up.
It was
And you set it on
less
fire.
like a elevator as a crane can be.
I see. Okay.
All right, so if we see this Appendix 6,
It's a good thing we have that clarified now.
yeah, we have to make sure that we don't do the head nod thing, Em. Like,
Yeah.
Because, we don't do that.
You don't do
But
that.
up nod.
Yeah.
The crane is gone now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Is it gone? Is this...
Or just
Or is it
heavily
singed?
damaged.
It's unusable.
Oh, well, you're not sure because
Because we're
We
not-
walked away.
we're-
you
walking
walked
away.
away. You have no idea what the crane is doing at this point.
Yep.
Yep. So,
So
But you certainly attempted to sabotage it.
what room are we in?
At this moment, you are descending stairs into a lower cave chamber.
These stairs aren't on
go.
fire, though, right?
we go down again, right?
I mean, as I described, a little bit of oil is dripping down on them. That oil happens to be on fire, but
Not
it
really.
not It's not burning the stairs.
So we have to
So-
put a lot more oil on the stairs if we want to burn this sucker to the ground. Actually, no,
it's
it's
a
not in the...
cave.
Yeah, we're in the ground. Like,
Yeah.
You
burn
can't
the
burn it.
sucker under the ground.
It is under the ground.
Yes, you would, and you would also probably want to start the fire at like the bottom of it because heat rises. That's why you know you start fires at the base of
Yeah,
something.
and it's really a good idea to do that while we're there because it'll suck up all the oxygen.
I mean,
So
we're not going that
take
way on the
toilets.
way out.
All right. We have teleport scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my dwarf should my Grotfel dwarf version me just be like, oh, time to put my hair oil in. Just spill a bunch of oil on the
You
bottom.
should at least say beard oil.
Oh, beard. I forget I have a beard, right?
How big is your beard?
Like Holwyn.
Like Holwyn's mug.
I'm
So-
it's been trailing behind me a little bit.
But no one can trip on it because it's illusionary.
So
No, it's a real beard. I can grow. I'm a changeling.
when we get downstairs,
Yeah, but you should have an illusionary beard just to like, yeah,
No, that would be
too much work.
dumb. Someone might like pull on it or
Yeah.
something, and then it would
It's
give
going
away.
Who
like 10
pulls
feet.
on ground beard?
It's like 10 feet
They might
behind us. It's
step on it
My beard is still up at the top of the stairs.
on fire.
Only a little.
Oh, someone step on my beard! It's on fire!
But
What message you get?
I'm gonna turn that off.
I want to know. What's the notification for?
And it's gonna keep snowing.
Really?
Is
For how much? How much snow?
down here.
I have to
in the
drive
cave?
home. I kind of want to know.
How does it snow in the cave?
It says snow expected to end in the next few hours is all that it says, and that's. It
So-
doesn't look like it's gonna snow
So
very
I
much.
retract my beard a little.
when we get to the bottom,
Does it make
of
a
the,
noise when it retracts?
when we get to the bottom of the stairs, what do we see?
At the bottom of the stairs, it's
Can
a
tell you
fairly.
were prepared for this.
What'd you say?
I said you were prepared for this.
Not for us to
Not
spend
that we
30
ever-
minutes
that we would
talking.
ever get there.
Well, I didn't quite budget 11 and a half minutes to discussing the stairs.
Well, we
Why not?
We talked about the thing that wasn't an elevator too.
We're a very stair-motivated group. Or demotivated, I guess.
So
is
Well,
what-
say-
that's true.
it
So
again.
it was about 5 minutes of stairs and like 6 minutes of not elevator talk.
So when we arrive at the bottom of the stairs,
The scene below is fairly similar to the one above. This cave is, as far as you can tell on first impression, going to be big. This first room is quite large. It has a dozen or so Grotfel soldiers quickly working to move barrels, especially move them out of the way, now that the crane above them is very clearly on fire and is going to need a lot of repairs, if not completely replacing it. As you see their panic, it causes you to look back up. And you see that the arm of the crane...
Okay, so they didn't confuse that with us doing this, right?
No.
no, we're looking up.
We're looking
but
up.
not doing that.
Yeah, you're doing the just fully looking up. It's not a nod, like a hey.
And maybe it's a slow nod.
I'm doing this.
Stop that, it'll hurt.
What do you mean?
You'll get a cramp.
It's bad for your neck.
And it apparently makes squeaky noises.
Yeah. And so we look up in the arm of the crane.
Is quite on fire. Your dousing of oils seems to have put off enough heat to really catch that whole structure ablaze.
That was good
But-
oil.
Especially the rope that's being used as the crane. And it looks like it's going to snap any second now and send several barrels of mercury crashing down below.
We should probably get out of the
Yeah,
way.
how
We move.
away from where it's going to crash. Because having looked up, we're now aware of the danger.
Oh no, that Zoolander type really put us in a bind.
Well, let me look at this. I'm going to say that you're not far enough down the stairs where you couldn't safely stay on the stairs and avoid the barrels crashing. In pretty characteristic fashion to how life works, you can tell that those barrels are going to fall. You know to stay out of the way. But it takes a lot longer than you think that it might, and you end up standing on the stairs just sort of staring at it for way longer than you thought. You had in your head like
Why are we doing that?
30 seconds
It's
to a minute,
hypnotic.
and it's like 10 minutes you're standing there just like, can I move yet? Is it safe yet? And then eventually, at about 15 minutes,
15 minutes?
My neck.
the rope finally gives.
Uh-huh.
The barrels come crashing down
Uh-huh.
and sends mercury all over the bottom.
What a mess.
The soldiers at the base had little bit of time, obviously, to kind of prepare, so they moved a lot of stuff out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a giant pool of mercury all over the bottom of this now. The rest of the room, pull that description back up, is, like I said, very similar to above. Tons of barrels, all stacked up. Mostly no more than just like one on top of another. That's it. And they look to be pretty full of mercury based on how people were moving them. At this point, there's not a ton going on because work has stopped. And now they're all kind of looking at each other and looking at you, just like, what do we do now?
I do this.
I do this and go.
Yeah, we
do that.
we do the up nod and then a shrug.
Yeah, it's
all of
like-
us in unison.
Well, yeah, kind of, just by coincidence. It's
Yeah,
like
we didn't plan it. We
it's
didn't
like
rehearse it.
What we're doing is we're acknowledging everybody's existence and distress, but letting them know that we don't know what to do either.
I'm gonna pull up the room that you have here. So down here, those are the stairs that you just came down.
The ones that aren't burning much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crane was set up about here.
That's where it used to be.
That was the like loading area. And everything got moved. So all of this stuff over here, these are all barrels. These are crates. We're not sure what are in those.
Oh.
And then over in the northern section of the room, there is a pathway out. That seems to be the only pathway out of this room.
Well, shall we leave?
Don't you want to see what's in the crates?
Do you want to look in the crate quick?
I don't know. Can we do that?
I sneak out of the bag and run towards the crates.
Yeah, you look in the
I
crate.
go around the back.
You sneak out of your bag.
Yeah. And I go
Okay.
with the crates.
Well, I need a stealth check. If you're attempting to sneak.
I got a cat butt.
So, not good.
7.
So, one could even say bad.
So he just flops out of the bag and like.
Yeah, I just fall out.
You crawl out of the bag, loud thud.
I
Yeah.
look back and
Let's see if anyone notices.
Alseth works really quickly and says, "Oh, I dropped the badger. Let me pick it up and put it back."
how
in my-
embarrassing! I dropped my badger on the mercury.
Oh no, I dropped my badger.
I dropped my
Don't you
badger.
hate it when you do that?
And everybody goes,
Yes.
"Yep, yep." They all
okay.
understand.
Spring goes.
Anybody who's dropped a badger knows that you got to pick it up right away and put it back in the bag.
The
you know-
screen goes grayscale. Like the guy's like, a big X appears over him, and like a buzzer, like.
Are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a badger. I'm on the ground right now.
You're a badger on the
I'm
ground.
clearly.
On the
Is that a
ground.
Family Feud thing?
I grabbed Nine's badger by the little stubby tail and stuff him back in the bag.
While that's happening, what's happening with the people who obviously saw this?
So, Ulseth, I'm gonna let you roll.
It's a pet badger. You know.
I'm
everybody's
gonna
got
let
one.
you roll a persuasion
Oh yeah, right.
on your.
Don't you hate it when you drop a badger?
Don't you hate it when you drop your badger?
I don't know what else to call that, other than don't you hate it when you drop a badger.
I got a 9,
Did
which
you
seems really fitting.
did you do your -1%?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
It seems fitting that I would get a 9 with 9s.
I should have given you guidance, huh?
That wouldn't have helped. I do have some lucky left. That would be a real worthwhile thing.
That'd be great. What happened?
Oh, well, I want to make sure that Ulseth doesn't want to use his lucky on this roll. His don't you hate it when you drop your pet badger roll.
This would be your second lucky.
I know, I'm not going to use it. I need it
Oh,
later.
okay.
Okay.
Might not get a long rest. So don't you hate it when you drop your pet badger?
No one is convinced by this, even a little. Not remotely, not
This would not have been a problem if you had been a little stealthier.
at all.
You just look like a crazy person yelling at the badger right now.
You,
No one wants to be near somebody who's yelling at a badger.
everyone is now keenly aware that for some reason there is a badger down here. They don't know why.
Oh,
They aren't sure what, and they're definitely interested in all of you right now because
are they
There-
interested in
there's a
us because
party?
we have a badger and they want to like pet the badger, talk to the badger?
well, from their perspective, several things have just happened. The crane that they've been using to do all their work has just combusted for potentially spontaneous reasons
And collapsed.
and collapsed. And then spill mercury all over the floor. And just mere seconds after that, a large badger, because the vanishing badger is larger than your average badger,
You're larger than the average badger.
a Drogmaran vanishing badger fell out of your bag. A group of people who otherwise looked like normal Grotfel soldiers just had a badger fall out of their bag onto the stairs with a thud, and now
Oh, I
he
didn't
looks
know you
kind
made
of
a
like
thud.
stupid because you fell. You went boom, and you're all kind of like curled over yourself.
You said that was a stealth check, not an acrobatics check.
Yeah, really.
Your roll can have consequences. This is the consequence.
You
So you
look
fell
down.
over yourself, and you're kind of like, you know how, ferrets and, minks and stuff like that. They can just kind of roll over themselves. You're in that pose. You're like, ugh, kind of curled over yourself right now. And
it's very
then
cuddly.
one of the soldiers went, "Don't you hate it when you drop your badger?" As an explanation for this whole thing they've witnessed.
Yeah.
Matt Grotfeld, you have to be more careful with your emotional support badger.
Yes. It was very clumsy of me. I'm saying that sotto voce.
Saying that what?
Whispering.
Oh,
I'm whispering. I am sorry that I dropped my badger.
it's fine.
Pick me up, you need emotional support.
I did. I already picked you
Are
up
you
and stuck you in the
are
bag.
you saying that?
Saying what? The man.
Is the badger talking?
No, don't talk.
I mean, the badger did just carry on a long conversation with a Zoolander type character upstairs.
They didn't seem to mind that.
For the record, I'm not certain the Zoolander character was canon. Because that's so insane.
It's
But
not.
you wanted a dumb conversation, so I gave it to you.
So he just fell out in the ether after we started talking to him.
So I pick up the
I don't
badger.
know.
I pick up the badger, give it a little pat, like, oh, poor badger, and stick it back in my bag. What else do you do?
Do I roll a performance check for my emotional support?
Yeah, sure, why not? I love when
I'm just standing there, like, kind of doing that, like, I don't know these guys kind of thing.
I love when the DM points out the insanity of what's happening, and then the players go, "Well, it's normal. I just do that. It's a normal thing."
I'm standing over with Peacoat, pretending that we don't know them.
You just said their name.
No, I'm standing with Chaz Peacoat, separate from you two, pretending we don't know you.
Yeah, you and Chaz
Like,
are
that'll
over
do a lot
there
of good.
pretending that you don't know Badger Boy.
Yeah.
And you're doing a pretty good job of that.
I got a 33 on my performance of a emotional support badger. Do I sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like purring and
Yeah, purring, tails wagging.
Little badger tail going.
Sure. That's...
What do badgers do
very
when they're happy?
convincing.
suffice
bite?
to say, people are paying attention to you now. There is also a thin pool of mercury that is fairly quickly sort of globbing together at various points. Because if you've ever watched mercury move, it will just absolutely go to the lowest possible point. It will not sort of coat like water would. It just moves. It's really kind of freaky to watch. So there's all these like puddles of mercury all over the place because it's a natural stone floor. So there's just a bunch of mercury all over the place. Big room.
And
They are definitely noticing the emotional support badger and the emotionally supported dwarf.
So
you
as
feel
I
better?
look around, as I look around, okay, I do two things. One
Yeah.
is I look very relieved.
Okay.
Your emotions have been supported.
Yeah, because
Waiting for that fart joke.
Thank you. Yeah, and the other thing is I'm observing what are the majority of the dwarves down here, or Grotfel's doing down here.
Staring at you.
Yeah.
Right now, they're staring at you. It's pretty easy to figure out that most of the dwarves that were here, they were working barrels to get them onto the crane and get them up.
But now that they have nothing to do.
Then the only thing to do is just walk as though nothing happened. Just it's none of their business.
That is the most confident thing to do. Just
I do that like confidently and just finish walking down the stairs and, like nothing happened at all. I don't even say anything like, "What you staring at?" I don't do anything like that. Just
okay.
nonchalant and confident. Go my way.
All right. That is indeed what you do, and everyone in the room seems to just figure, okay, that's a thing. Sure.
Does anybody in the room pull out their emotional support animal and share it?
No.
I don't think you share.
You just say, "Look,
I have a shirt that says "I'm working, do not pet." I didn't have time
you
to
don't
make
have
that.
that, no."
I have a burlap sack that says "Do not pet."
It says potatoes.
I'm a badger. I can't read.
Yeah, and
Let's just get out of the room as quickly as possible.
And nonchalantly.
Yeah, is there a bathroom we can duck into so we
walk
can?
out the northern
I'm
entrance?
just doing the I'm not with these people. Walk.
When I see you doing that walk, I look at you and go, "What's up?"
I have to do it back.
Yeah, you have to. It's the reflex.
So we go to the north entrance. That's the direction, right?
Does anyone follow us?
Yeah.
You go to the north entrance, you said.
Well, the one way out.
Okay.
The
That's
only
me.
way out is the way we go out.
Oh, while we're walking out,
Yeah.
I use my helmet to get a read on the thoughts of the people in the room.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we should know what we're getting out of, not into.
Do you want to guess what they're...
I don't want to guess. I want to know.
Almost lunchtime.
So...
There goes another one of those emotional support badgers. I should get one. They look great.
Most of them are just thinking, I don't get paid nearly enough for this, in various phrasings.
And the one guy who says, I get paid exactly enough for this job.
There's one guy who's thinking, I can't believe I get paid for this. Then there's a few, I would say the majority of people in the room, among their surface thoughts, are emotional support badger. And going, it's a cute badger. I didn't know badgers were that big.
Told you, I'm cute. This is
So-
Did
my
you say that? I told you. Okay.
And then all of them have fleeting thoughts of just like, I don't know what the idiots upstairs are doing, but I can't believe the crane burned down again.
See, it's just not even suspicious that it caught
Yeah.
on fire and burned down.
I know, that's really, I guess that's good.
You get it's great.
Yeah.
It's great that it burned down.
No, I mean that it happened before, so it's not suspicious. Yeah.
We didn't even have to inception it into like everyone's head, which is very hard when they're all awake.
Inception what?
Do we ever,
The idea that it's common for the crane to catch on fire.
do we make it to the exit?
Yeah, this has been a long, slow walk.
That's
Like,
because you realize that's because you keep talking, right?
yes, I do. And also, we're
yeah.
walking on the wrong direction of the people mover.
Well,
This happened to us before.
we've made it a half hour
In one room.
in one room.
Oh, we leave the room.
So
Why are you waiting around?
I've been curious if we can make it an hour in one room.
We could.
Well, let's check out those crates then.
Are there two people who, like, instead of looking at us, they're looking at each other, but they don't know what to say?
What? No.
Don't start that again.
Why are you trying to start first find and then
Nothing.
start romances?
It's an emotional support badger.
Supporting their emotions
Trying to help somebody
of love.
else out.
I want to instill them a fiery passion. And Crane.
Peacoat, are you doing okay? Do you need a PLT? This has been a while.
A BLT in real life sounds pretty good about now.
Extra mayo.
So
You
do
put
we-
mayo on both sides. That's the best way to make a BLT.
like the outside of the bread?
No, what do you mean outside?
Why would you do?
What? Who makes like? Imagine an inside-out
outside.
jelly and peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How
why would you
awful that
put
would
mayo
be!
on the outside.
Oh, the inside of my bread is so dry.
Wow, it's taking us so long to get out of this.
I love my BLTs, but my hands get so covered in mayo every time I eat
You have
it.
to, do you lick it off or wipe it off?
Don't lick it. Well,
You're like,
Really, there's an exit to this room, right?
that's the
yeah.
way we've been playing.
So the party, the party, I
No,
get
33 minutes.
all set, and the badger who is in the bag. I closed the bag because I would do that, having almost lost the badger. I don't want that to happen again. So
So
the
you're
bag
gonna
is closed.
suffocate him.
That's suffocating.
I can cut a hole in it with my knife.
Anyway, go to the exit of this room, resisting the temptation to walk all the way back to the other side.
I've been in the other
to
room
check in
for
the
about
crate.
10 minutes now with Peacoat. We went ahead.
All right. After 33 minutes in one room, you finally make it to the next one.
Yeah. What do we see?
Please tell me there's another crane.
No, as you move through the cave system, you see that most of the walls are still in their natural state. But some have been worked, smoothed out, possibly expanded. The passage from the first room you were in to this one is clearly worked. You guess that the original passage was not nearly large enough to move quickly through, and it has been expanded. On the sides, there are bracing beams that have been installed. The space itself is a fairly typical winding cave chamber, uneven, bubbling out at points, with the occasional column. There's a store of barrels and some additional crates in the chamber as well. By appearances, your first thoughts are this could be an overflow area for the room you just left. If they get more barrels, then they can move up. As you walk through the chambers, you hear grumbling from someone out of sight, down a curve that heads southward. It's not super complex, so I will show this room. And you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So you're on the southern end, and it's around that sort of winding bit. That's where you find
over
it.
to the left.
Yes.
Me and Pico have had it over there about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
What, you guys were...
You just abandon us in our time of need.
Yeah.
Sometimes the emotional support badger needs emotional support.
Okay, so, yeah.
Down the little chamber, you find a dwarf who has, put politely, taken umbrage with the way, and certainly the volume of goods being moved to the caves. Unless
So understand that language.
I hate years and
It's
no
muttering.
I don't know.
How's it going, buddy?
Didn't hear you there.
You pissed off too?
Well, yeah. Wouldn't you be?
I am.
Look at the crap I'm working in.
Yeah, I'm super pissed off. This sucks.
Look, it's dangerous.
The crane just caught fire again.
Again?
Again.
Yep. Stairs almost did too.
You know, I've been trying to make a safety officer position around here for decades, but no one will take me seriously.
Decades.
You mean you've been in this cave for decades?
No, just any Grotfel operation.
Well-
They always do things with the most dangerous way they can, basically.
You know how to get a safety officer, right?
No, if I knew that, then what would I be complaining about now?
Cause workplace accidents until it happens.
There's tons of workplace
I
accidents.
mean, like,
already.
ramp it up a bit.
How much more can you get than the crane being caught on fire and mercury spilling all over the place?
The mercury wasn't also on fire.
Mercury doesn't catch fire.
But if the mercury boiled, it would be really unsafe.
Yeah, for me too.
Well, then you might get a safety officer, is all I'm saying.
If, like, we're all dead,
No, like, almost everyone.
I think that might be a little bit extreme. I mean, I'm pissed off about a lot of things, but
Yeah.
it seems a bit far.
Just withhold your labor, I say from inside the back.
Have you tried unionizing?
Oh, wow. You are a dangerous one. We get just a couple miles outside of the Cormer Republic, and you start saying treasonous words.
Yeah, you want to unionize?
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah. Here's a card.
It's just a card.
It's a joker.
What's the card for?
A union card.
What do I do with it?
Sign it.
Okay, but then what?
Then you get a bunch of other people to sign it.
The same card.
No, of their own cards.
Do we bring enough cards for
And then
everybody?
what?
And
Why
then-
do we do cards?
And then you get together as a group
Yeah.
and you say, give us better working conditions and pay or we'll kill you. I assume that's how it works.
It helps.
Yeah. Yeah. It helps send a message.
For legal purposes, this is all in humor.
Well, we live in a fantasy world where
Yeah.
We already
dwarves
solve all
and
our problems with
talking
violence.
badgers.
No, sometimes we just start fires.
That's a form of violence.
Not against a person, not directly.
Well, if you call that Dr. Fraser
For legal
Crane,
purposes, that isn't legal advice.
Or you just say we won't work until you do it better.
Now I'll have to look into this union thing. Since it's super illegal and punishable by death in our own country. At least I think it is. That's what they're always telling me.
they can just lie to you, though.
Yeah, they lie all the time.
I might want to look into that.
Don't look into anything. Just do it.
Do what?
Unionize.
Yeah, unionize.
Can I, like, educate myself?
No, I think you should just do it right now as I
feel-
cast suggestion on him. I pulled my head out of the bag.
Wait. What are you casting suggestion on him to do?
To just immediately start
Unionizing everyone.
unionizing. And not think about it.
Okay. Sure. What's your save at these days?
That's a great question. 25? Do you believe that?
No.
That's part of that's part of the suggestion, right?
Suggest to the DM.
18 whiz.
18?
18 whiz.
Oh my!
Huh. My first nat 20 with this die.
But he wanted to do it anyway, right?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So
Can I do a little persuasion then?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
26. Wait, 24.
You know, I'll say that works.
Listen, you guys have like, I mean, we all have like worker rebellions and stuff, right? In the Republic.
At least the good ones do.
In the Republic? What do you mean?
You know, when like workers rise up against their leadership and then they're swiftly put down.
Oh, yeah, that hasn't happened in a long time.
Oh, okay.
Because the putting down part.
Well, it needs to happen a lot more everywhere all the time.
Okay. I mean, that sounds good, but how?
Well, you have to do the work.
I gotta do it.
yeah, you were in charge.
Yeah, that's what I just persuaded you to do.
You're the head of the union.
Uh-oh.
You take the initiative.
Oh, man, I haven't been doing my job. Okay, well, better get to organizing, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be doing anything because the crane's busted.
So you might as
until
well
they
get
fix that.
everyone to be like, hey, until they add worker safety, increase wages, better PPE equipment for all this mercury gas.
Yeah.
You know, like, what else do you want? Like,
Vacation days.
emotional support badgers for everyone, like this talking badger that's you've been talking to.
Healthcare, or at least injury care.
Yeah, healthcare, vacation. You said that, right?
Yeah, I would argue that we need to have a certain amount of clerics per number of workers.
Yeah, a certain number of clerics per worker. Mm-hmm. Like 5 clerics per worker. That sounds good.
And you just have one super worker all the time. It just has infinite energy.
Because they're great at restoration.
Yeah, they're just like
constantly, so they never have to sleep.
And then the clerics need to form their own union. And they have
So, yeah.
Those are some of
And
the
you
things you
say-
can start with.
And you say, hey, like, if you don't do all this, we won't work. And when they say, well, we're going to just kill you then and hire new people, that's when you fight back.
Ooh, well, all right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it's a great plan. You'll do great at it.
Throws the clipboard behind him, then realizes that he might need that clipboard.
I already grabbed it.
Grab it
I'm reading it.
Need that clipboard.
I'm reading it.
What's to read?
What was on it?
Inventory. I could use the clipboard to go organize.
Oh, okay.
People pay attention to you when you got a clipboard.
We throw our clipboards away
That's
because
why
that's why everyone was seeing us.
Okay. You
Oh.
can... Yeah, go ahead.
What's your name?
Oh. My name's Chaz Peacoat.
That's a human name.
Well, I was adopted. By humans.
Give him a spear while you're at it.
You're Chaz Peacoat 2 now.
Isn't it the second?
Okay. You wanna,
Chaz, but instead of Z's, you
it's-
use two.
It's Chaz Peacoat TOO. Chaz Peacoat 2.
all right, here's your unionization spear.
Seems dangerous.
Dangerous work.
Pulls out a little, like, bag. Wraps the bag around the tip of the spear so it's not so pointy. That's better.
You might need the pointy part.
Well, I can get it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might fall, though. Stab yourself.
You do worry about safety a lot, huh?
Have you seen this place? It's a death trap.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What? As I have been throwing banana peels all over the place as I keep generating bananas.
So essentially what we have is just a chaos badger.
I
was hungry
I
and
tie up
bananas sounded good because I was tired of hearing about mayonnaise.
I retie the bag and put a double knot in it.
The vacillating between being shocked at a badger that might talk and just having conversations with the talking badger is impressive.
That's my high
There really
charisma.
wasn't much of a conversation with the talking badger so much as the badger casting spells and me trying to clarify what in the heck he was trying to do.
Well, now that it's done,
We'll move on.
we'll move on through the exit, which was to the northeast, I think. Or the east.
It definitely... Well, it's on the east. In typical Cavely fashion, the path winds and splits off from time to time. But you eventually make it to another considerably large room. And in this room, you can tell that whatever was here before has clearly been enlarged. Almost all the walls, and even the tunnels leading out of it, have been worked. You can see the chisel marks. You can see the scraping away of stone at the floor. There's no naturalness to the bottom. It's all been chipped away. But the smell here, it seems to linger. Perhaps if only because of the ceiling. Because it stinks.
The ceiling stinks.
Yes. And then you get a sense of why.
Do we have to look up?
You instinctively do.
Okay.
First, I nodded at the ceiling.
Yeah. And
then
then
You
look
see
up.
that this room is home to quite a few bats.
oh.
You also are noticing the small but numerous holes in the ceiling, letting pinpricks of light through from time to time. Beneath each hole is a small pile of sand. They vary in size, but are generally about a foot high, and spread out several feet from the center of each hole. Looks like the desert is perhaps slowly seeping through. This creates the illusion of a series of dunes, micro dunes, here in the cave.
A Dune mini-series, if you will.
Is there guano everywhere as well?
Yes. You notice a couple of workers seem to be walking around with flat shovels, moving both guano and sand off into one of several carts.
Are they called something else when you mix the two together?
I'm not sure. It wouldn't surprise me if there was some sort of scientific name for the mixing of guano and sand, but it's
Sando.
It's got electrolytes.
Gland.
Gwand.
Gwand.
All right.
Isn't it Gwand?
It is. In this
room, which I'm gonna center here a little bit more for everyone, and then put up on the screen. This is where you came in through the lower area. This here and this here are both ways going out of this room.
West or north? Which way do you want to go? what you're rolling.
West.
West.
All right. You head west, and although the space that you enter is incredibly small, it's also clear that it doesn't continue anywhere further.
Dead end room.
Yes. Aside from a single large pillar creating a rather divided path at the entryway of the room, there's not nearly as much space in here. Although it does seem to be untouched by any Grotfel activity, at least as far as you all can tell. It looks like there might be a nest over in a corner of the room, possibly created by rats. But other than that, there's really nothing in there.
You love talking to rats.
Yeah, so?
There's some rats over there, maybe.
Are there rats over there?
That's the
A little nest of some sort.
room that you entered. That way.
There's some sort of nest.
I get out of the bag. I cast Speak with Animal. And I shout at the nest. Hey, nest dwellers! What's going on?
No response.
I go to the next nest.
There's only the one.
Oh. I go back to the other room.
Okay.
And I use Mage Hand to pick a good bat.
Just ask the bat to come down.
It's sleeping.
Are they all sleeping?
If they're up there, I assume they're sleeping.
Well, yeah, they're, sleeping
just
in the
gonna
back.
so instead
Grab
of
a
just
bat.
waking
Yeah, so I
You're
grab a
gonna
bat,
grab a sleeping
pull it
bat.
down, flip it up, right side up. Otherwise, everything I say to it will be upside down.
Okay. Sure.
Hello, bat!
The bat wakes up, screams, and
What's a screaming bat sound like?
inaudible to our ears, I'm gonna say. I'm
Even
not
badger
sure.
ears?
What?
Even badger ears?
Especially bat.
Even if Badger can talk with animals?
Well, it's not really speaking, it's just screaming.
I make another Mage Hand and be like, shh. With a tiny bat size
Wouldn't
finger.
that make the bat holding hand disappear then?
No. No, like a little bat hand spawns out of the other, the one that's a cat with a cat paw. Remember, it's a cat paw with a cat tail.
Oh,
With a thumb. With a thumb. So a bat claw comes out of the human thumb and goes, shh. Did I calm down the animal?
No.
What do the workers shoveling things think of this scene?
They haven't really noticed. They're not.
Oh, let's go around the corner so they don't see this. That'd be weird.
People play with the bats all the time, right? And they just
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially
what else?
badgers.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's like two workers
In this whole
literally shoveling crap.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention to you.
Okay, we go to
And
the
if they
other.
did,
We
they
still
would.
go around because it could
I never left the room.
I come back.
What are you
and
doing with this bat?
I'm talking to it. But it says stop screaming.
It looks like you're just traumatizing it. I think it thinks
It
you're
has a short memory. It'll be fine.
I think it thinks you're gonna eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. It's disgusting. It's pooped everywhere.
You can understand that.
I know that. That's why I'm trying to just make it feel better.
Crosses
by calling
its
it
arm.
disgusting.
How? I'm holding it. Isn't it already doing that? Is that how they sleep?
Well, yeah, but
Or
now
is
it
it a-
crosses them over. Like it was wrapped up, and then it was like flapping and like screaming, and now it's kind of like tucked them over in a way that a bat can cross its arms, and it looks indignant at you, and says, "I am not disgusting. Thank you.
Fine, we established we're not disgusting.
What do you want?
So who lives in this nest?
No one.
It's just an empty nest.
I move in.
Yeah, the rats moved out a while ago.
There's no rats here. Or are they all dead?
I didn't say that. They just moved out of that nest.
Well, where are they now?
They're, I don't know, around. They're rats. They're everywhere.
Do you have better information than the rats, or should I talk to the rats?
I don't know. What information do you want?
I don't know. What information do we want, Soria?
Oh,
You're talking bat.
Yeah, I got a talking bats right now. Give it some softballs.
what's your favorite food?
What's your favorite food?
I don't know. Crickets.
Who's your
Can I
favorite?
make that with a bat? With my
What do you
knife?
think happened to Fergus?
Who's your favorite musical
It's
artist?
food.
Ask it who's its favorite musical
Doesn't
artist.
have music artists.
How do you know?
Yeah. Not,
Who is your favorite music artist if you listen to music?
I don't listen to music.
He doesn't listen to
I think
music.
he's at The Voice.
No, he didn't. I know. You can't hear anything. You haven't used your spell slot.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, what do we want?
I don't know.
you know,
You're the one who grabbed the bat.
So you woke me up, and then scared the crap out of me, and then asked me about some rats.
Apologize and give
you
it some
didn't have
money.
What do you use money for?
Yeah,
It poops on the floor.
You didn't have any plan for this?
Ask it if so they hang upside down
Yeah.
when they sleep.
Right.
But
Uh-huh.
their butt's above them, but they poop everywhere. Does the poop go run down their body? Or do they sort of like when they need the poop, do they sort of crane up so that it poops and then they drop back down?
Do you want to know more about their poop cycle, or do you want to know something about the dungeon?
let's find out about the
The
dungeon.
poop cycle for sure.
Okay. How do you poop while you're upside down? Do you like reorient yourself and poop somewhere else, like all polite like, or do you just let it go?
You're Googling how do bats poop upside down.
We're
Because
an educational show.
Yeah, now somebody's going to learn about how upside down.
does it just run down their body?
Okay, so
You're not getting an AI answer, are you?
Oh, I got one and I promptly ignored it because I have no idea. According to skedaddlewildlife.com,
I believe it.
apparently people often believe that bats must poop and pee out of their mouths because they hang upside down.
Well, they
I don't believe
I don't
them
believe
anymore.
that.
No.
I believe it now. No.
But what do they say is the real truth?
Though some animals do expel waste from the same opening that they ingest
Like
their
jellyfish.
food, like starfish is their example. Bats are not one of them.
Yeah.
Bats, like other animals, other mammals, they say, not animals, excuse me, and most wildlife in their pooping mechanics expel their waste from their anuses.
But how do they do it?
What do
and
they
they
do when they're
don't
upside
do it
down?
while hanging upside down.
Oh, they
That
just
would
hold
be
it.
very messy. They usually take care of business while in flight.
Oh.
Oh, kind of like
So-
How
birds
is
do,
that? Just seems
like-
worse.
Have you ever pooped while flying?
No, but I've run, and I never considered just like going while I'm running.
This is one of the weirdest things I've had to look up while playing
All right.
D&D.
Ask the bat what how far this cave goes.
Hey, how far does this cave go?
It's a long way.
Like for you or for me?
I don't know.
Oh,
Ask if there's
I don't
anything.
go that way very much, but I know it's a long way.
ask if there's anything super dangerous.
Is there anything dangerous in the cave outside of your diseases?
What do you mean dangerous?
Like
I don't know, like
fungal
big
creatures?
things with fangy teeth, sharp claws,
Funguses?
pointy sticks, fungus.
Sometimes. It's a cave.
Oh, is there like fungus things attacking the bats?
No.
Ask if there's fungus things attacking the door.
Oh, is there fungus things attacking the dwarves?
What do you mean fungus things
Like
attacking?
things that look like mushrooms.
I've never seen a mushroom attack.
Ask if anything
like-
is attacking the
Is
door.
anything attacking the dwarves?
Not that I know of. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them, honestly.
Do you have like an elder bat that is paying attention?
No, the dwarves pretty much leave us alone, and we fly out of here and go eat every night.
What's your favorite meal?
You already asked me that. It's cricket.
No, I asked what you eat. I didn't ask what your favorite meal was.
Well, you asked me what my favorite food was, and that's kind of
Well, a
like...
meal is more than just one food.
Yeah, like
Well, for bats, a meal is just like what you eat. Like, I like crickets.
Do you all like crickets, or is it just a you thing?
I mean, they're my favorite, but we all pretty much eat cricket. Also, since you asked, yeah, actually you can conjure, like a dead cricket.
Oh, okay. Well, I make what's
And
like
it will
3
be
crickets.
A freshly deceased cricket.
Okay, I make the cricket, and while I have Speak with Dead enabled, or Speak with Animal, I cast Speak with Dead.
No.
Even,
it's a conjured cricket. It has no memory of
even
anything.
you nines would understand that that's not gonna work.
Okay, I don't do that. Because you don't want to roleplay a dead cricket that existed for 3 seconds.
There's nothing for it to talk about. It didn't have any life. It was conjured in, never having been alive.
So,
So I give it some crickets. I guess I put it back. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't put it in the same spot. I put it somewhere else.
Okay.
Is there like a lady bat that it was interested in?
You don't know. You didn't ask.
ask.
You didn't ask if there was a lady bat that...
Well,
How
you
long-
don't want to ask.
how long
That's
does the spell last?
That's prying into it.
What
But I
about
do
Amanda?
use.
What-
I do use my helmet to read its thoughts and see if it thinks, "Man, I hope it puts me next to that
Handsome man bat.
that handsome man bat." Does it think that?
No.
No, it just wants you to leave.
Fine. I put it somewhat close to the ceiling. I don't know. If I put it up there, does it like cling on to something?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that. I dispel the weird bat claw that's on the human thumb,
Yeah, you don't want that.
and then I
sticking out.
dispel the rest of it.
All right. As you leave the bat behind, you hear it thinking with the last traces of your ability to understand animal speak, because this is what you wanted.
Yeah, the whole conversation took 9 minutes and 55 seconds.
Oh man, I can't believe they put me next to Charisse. Ugh.
So I did the opposite.
Yeah, you failed.
I grabbed Cerise.
Well, since since that was like 10 minutes, I'll have taken my stick and dug through the abandoned nest to see if the rats stashed anything in there.
No, it's just a rat nest.
Oh.
Just a pile.
it's a rat's nest.
I thought they might have
someone's
left like a
home. We're just
magic ring
trashing
in it or something.
Something. You would think that there would
You
be
have
something
detect
there.
magic.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would there be a nest in a room if there wasn't anything cool in it?
Yeah, that's like point and click adventure 101.
Yeah, but if it's point
Is
and click
this a
adventure,
point?
we have lost an adventure ages ago because we just threw out an important item.
Yeah.
Okay, we go through the other exit. That
That actually goes somewhere.
Yeah.
maybe.
We move the plot along.
Despite your best efforts, you leave through. You leave through.
Why?
No, I
You're
leap through it.
leaping.
Yeah, we all.
I
We,
know you're in the bag. I'm not letting you out of the bag. Don't let the badger out
you
of the
put
bag.
me back in the bag.
There's
in
a
the bag.
badger that keeps poking its head out of the bag, and Ulsa shoving the head back down inside. Get it.
You
I
who
don't
are
need emotional
badgers.
support now.
You've managed to do something utterly incredible.
Gotten through 2 rooms?
You've gotten through a total of 4 rooms and traveled
50 feet.
like
Oh no! Some of these corridors are
within
long.
a couple hundred feet
Wow.
in an hour.
We only embarrass ourselves like 3 times.
You know,
Really a stunning bit of progress.
what we need is a plot button where each of us have a little button and you push it when you're ready to move the plot along and it lights a little green light. And when a consensus has hit the button, then we'll move the plot.
We're never going to go anywhere.
I was like,
All
clown
says,
boy down there isn't gonna ever hit the button.
all says, not having really cared about much of the conversation, only hearing one part of it with the bat, and being befuddled why someone would be abusing a bat.
I wasn't abusing it. We were conversing.
Abusing it, looking.
My charisma means it's so high it has to be pleasurable.
I don't think
Oh,
that's
she walks.
anything you can say.
Walks over to the exit of the room. What do I see?
You see a 15-minute break on the horizon is what you see. Because I need to go take a rest and recollect myself after whatever the hell that sentence that 9 just uttered was. My charisma's so high it had to be pleasurable.
It's the most barred thing you've ever said.
It should be barred.
I don't even know what to do with that. Oh my god.
Let's go for break.
I'm so sorry.
Hit the break button.
Your
Quick,
watchers.
Hit it.
I apologize to everyone.
We'll see you in 15 minutes if you decide to keep watching the show. welcome back, everyone. We've returned from break. When we left off, they were making it to the 5th room after an hour.
Over in 15 minutes.
Pretty close. So that's where we're at. They're still going through the dungeon.
Actually, we should probably do a thorough investigation of this. We didn't do it.
Sprint.
Yeah.
I just sprint through every room.
I use my investigation skill to investigate the room for investigatable
Which room?
things.
What
we're in.
room are you investigating?
The next room.
The one
Whatever.
we're currently in.
The one with the bats that you...
No,
like,
we left the bat room and went to the former rat room.
And no,
No, it's just,
we're heading to the new room.
Okay, we go to the new room and I investigate it from inside the bag.
Okay.
What's in Olsef's bag?
I don't know. He just
Well,
got it.
you, for
Yeah.
one, you're in there.
Okay. How much mayonnaise is in here?
none. No, don't.
I put my knife away
No.
because I could hear the surface thoughts invade my head.
No.
All right.
You who are nines, I know you can read my thoughts.
Don't.
Do not fill my bag with mayonnaise.
Do not do whatever you're acting.
Whatever you think you're going to do, don't.
So is it like a toddler where you wish they were quiet, but then they're quiet for way too long, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, actually, I think that does make some sense, doesn't it?
So what's in the next room?
Okay. In the
Everything
next
in your
room,
bag. Mayonnaise.
you travel down a very wide, natural channel to the north.
Okay.
And this leads you directly to some barracks that have been set up by the Grotfels, as well as a few cooking fires.
What's
It's-
cooking?
Well, right now, they've got a potato soup on. This is a very orderly place, filled with soldiers. And as you walk through, a number of the Grotfels do take notice of you. Most of them are doing a little more than just looking at you pass by.
Do they do the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Which one does any of them not do it?
Do any of them not do it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, not everyone's paying attention to you.
Oh, okay. But everyone paying attention to us did it.
No.
I use my helmet on the one that doesn't, the ones that don't.
What do you mean you use your helmet on?
Nothing's
That's
mind reading
telepathy.
one. Yeah, the telepathy. The surface head thoughts.
You got to be more specific on that because I think it doesn't have 2 abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I want the one that's non-invasive.
Okay, so you want to figure out what they're thinking?
Yeah, if they notice us, but they didn't do the head nod, it's cause of concern.
They don't really.
Have thoughts?
They're not really thinking about you.
Okay. As long as it's not about me.
That's a first.
We're in disguise. We're supposed to be stealthy. That's why I talked to that Zoolander
right.
type.
That's why you're not famous down here.
Yeah. That's why I tried to stealth out of your bag, but your zipper got caught.
What,
Yeah,
is there
right.
anything
Blame
else
it
in
on
here?
me.
I mean, it's essentially
your
just
bag.
barracks. I'll bring it up here.
So there's like cots and chests and
Cooking.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spice up their potato soup?
So
I'll
you
give it
you
a
came
taste
up
test.
this channel into here.
I'll taste the soup.
It's pretty bland. You know, it has enough salt, but other than that, there's really no seasonings in it.
Dill.
Okay, you've had a dill.
Bay leaf.
Okay, you put bay leaf in. Given enough time to absorb the flavors, it will improve the flavor of the soup.
Tarragon.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
okay. Well, you were doing investigation.
Yeah, what's in your bag?
I thought you were.
I'll give you a hint.
investigating the
Starts with
room.
M.
A mouse?
Yes, a mouse. A dead one because it's food.
For
Not
the
for
bats.
me. Yeah, for the bats eat dead
Bugs.
mice, right?
No.
No.
No. Bats,
Why would you suggest
most
that?
bats just eat bugs and
Fruit.
fruit.
What if it's a particularly small mouse?
I don't think that they would
No.
eat a bat.
No, and the biggest bats eat fruit.
Yeah,
Mainly, they're
there
vegetarians, sort of.
there are vampire
Small.
bats that do like
Drink blood.
drink blood
Yeah,
by
but not
gnawing
from
us.
dead animals.
No, they create a small wound in an animal and then lap the blood up.
We should add that
Let's
to
just
this.
move on then.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I have marked the exit on the map.
We will go that way.
So you don't want to talk to anyone in the room. You don't want to force a romance. You don't want to.
As you're exiting the room, making your way through, one of the soldiers, clearly drunk, stumbles up to the four of you. Hey, have you guys had some of the soup yet?
Yeah.
What kind of soup is it?
Potato.
Is it good?
It
It's
is now.
better now.
What was? Why was it? Why?
We put spices in it.
Herbs.
Or,
I don't like spices. It's hot. I like hot things. Is it hot?
no.
Okay.
Wait.
Where are you guys from? I haven't smelled you before.
Smelled us.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't smelled you before. It's the saying where I'm from.
We're from Iron Vale.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Have you paid the spice tags?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, submit that paperwork.
No, they just
Attorneys.
instituted a new one.
How much is the tax?
2 gold.
Oh, I got is.
I'll take it.
Okay.
What do I get?
You get a copper piece, a silver piece, and a button.
Is that a nice button?
Not really. It's just fine. It's just a very
Yeah, it's a
utilitarian.
button,
It's a wood button.
So you open up the bag and like, here you go, nines.
Just put it in Alpha's bag.
I just like you imagine you just like open up, unzip it, and just like this paw comes out, grabs the button, and then just like goes back in.
They just like that.
Yeah. Thanks. Try the soup.
Where are you guys off to? It's time. You gotta relax and just go with the flow.
We gotta-
That's what we gotta do.
We gotta go kill Glenvy.
Oh. Yeah, who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
What's your
good,
tragic backstory?
good luck with that.
Thanks.
What's your tragic backstory?
My tragic back. What's wrong with my back?
You threw it out.
It didn't.
Yeah.
You better go find it again.
It doesn't seem to hurt.
Did you check your tent?
I can't see.
Is he
That's not normal. You should be able to see your back.
Oh, is it?
You should go check in with the medic.
I can't. I keep trying. It doesn't work.
I know. You gotta try harder.
Okay.
What do you think happened to Fervin?
What?
What do you? I unzip the bag. What do you think happened to Fervin?
Bastard.
That's not a bastard.
Don't worry about it. That is the question.
Okay, talking badger.
That's ridiculous.
I'm too drunk. I'm gonna go now. And he seems to wander off to a bed and collapse in it.
Is it his bed? Are they assigned?
You have no idea.
What's in his pockets?
I don't know.
I use Mage Hand to like rummage through his pockets.
You feel things in his pockets, but because you can't see it, you don't know what it is.
Just grab one and
Like
let's have
you
it.
can, you can hear some things like shaking around in the pockets.
I grab a handful of
Thanks.
mystery pocket stuff.
Okay, sure.
Don't
Why
put
not?
that in my bag until you know what it is.
You grab mystery pocket stuff.
Bits and
Congrat-
bobs.
Congratulations.
and then we go out of the room.
All right.
We'll look at the contents once we're
Out.
out.
Yeah, it's just all fingernails.
Nice. That's rare.
Interesting.
Just clippings.
What?
Do you want to save them for later? Do we find a deck of many things in his pocket?
Stop the show. We got a deck of anything.
I have learned to not give that to players.
All right.
And he had a full fervent crystal in his pocket.
Like a city size
Yeah, city one. Just chilling in there.
Yeah.
Who would carry something like that around?
So you
It's like a poorly written I quit letter.
It's a love letter to Gwen. Hey.
You advance into a small passageway just off of the longer main cave trail that went right through the barracks. It's a supply room. It's plainly obvious for the soldiers down here. Some crates with linens visible,
Big sheep.
and a fair number of food stores, mostly potatoes, turnips, some cured meats, things that stay mostly good.
Are you going to stop and make a sandwich?
Yeah. I'll make a sandwich while you're figuring out what you have in your hand.
Yeah. My mage hand.
Yeah.
I haven't put in my actual hand yet.
And the trail does
Continue.
on and splits off here.
Is it just food and linens, or are there like tools?
There are a couple of tools. All you very much just basic things.
You
There's
need
no
more
magic
crowbars?
stuff in here.
You haven't talked about crowbars in a while.
No, I have a crowbar.
Do they have a very long screwdriver?
What do you mean a very long screwdriver?
A
Like,
screwdriver that's
Very,
very
long.
long.
yes, actually.
Oh, you should take that. You never know when you're going to need a very long screwdriver.
Like a
Yeah, is there
like-
more than one? Is there like a
No.
blade one and a Phillips head one?
Do they have their own standard?
Interestingly enough, they also call it a Phillips
Well,
head here.
it's
actually from Navinian Empire. It's Philippe head.
It's actually shaped like a guy named Philip. They just have a lot of screws with his face inverted on it. He
So
feels everything.
How many are in the set?
There's they're all Phillips head.
All
Of them,
are
yeah.
they all the same size?
No, they are different size heads, but they're all the same length. They are
Just take a
fully
set.
1 foot long.
Okay, I take the smallest one, the largest one, and one in the middle.
You don't take the whole set?
It's too much. That's overdoing it.
Yeah, they'll notice that then.
Okay.
If you take the ends, they're just like, I thought I had more screwdrivers.
Yeah.
And clearly someone took the one.
We're trying to
who's using that one.
sabotage. Let's be subtle. I'll take a few screwdrivers, set a crane on fire. Subtle things. Things
And we'll
that,
set this linen crate on fire.
Where
That
these
way
guys
they won't
walk,
notice.
there's a fire for some reason.
That way they won't miss the 3 screwdrivers.
way more focused on the linens that caught on fire. No one's even going to be thinking about a screwdriver set.
No. They're going to be
So-
really okay. So
What was in your hand?
Yeah, what was in my hand? The mage hand. Mayonnaise is in my other hand.
The mage hand brought you 5 copper, some lint, and some hairpins, as well as some unfortunately glommed onto everything else in here. So it's just sort of like it's a beard styling grease. It's beard product.
And that's just sort of all over everything.
Yeah, it seems like the person's pockets that you were going through may have been using some sort of beard product, not realized that they still had some on their hand and then got it on the contents of their pocket.
Was their beard at least immaculate looking?
Except for the vomit.
There wasn't vomit, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yet it wasn't immaculate looking at this point. It's quite drunk.
So before he got to the club, it looked great.
Yes, the club, club cave. That's where we're at.
Going to the club.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Aqua
I've actually wanted to go to cave more than that.
more than Aqua.
So
I heard that.
why don't you
the-
put that into your vomit bag and see if it accepts it?
Yeah, put everything in. The mage hand. I just open up the bag inside his bag, and the mage hand goes into it. And I close it
And then dispel the mage.
and hope it doesn't vomit while I'm inside a bag with this bag.
Okay. The mage hand is now floating next to you.
Does it want a treat because it did a good job?
No, it's holding everything that it went into that bag with.
I look at it in disbelief, and the hand looks back at me and hit disbelief.
Because you're controlling it.
Yeah, because. And I point at the bag, and the hands just puts two fingers up and just shrugs.
And then it shakes.
It's and it shrugs at me again, and I'm like, work with me here. And then it said, I can't work with you here. You're me. And I'm like, and we're just, it goes on like that. You don't need to keep.
Okay. Well, that
They can't see this.
While this bad
We're gonna go
conversation's
south or
happening, we go north. I guess.
Some sessions I wonder why I'm here. Because the session is mostly Wong
That's a very
talking to
interesting-
himself.
A real existential kind of question. Should we go off on that?
We go north.
The answer is apparently
We go north.
no. Okay.
Now I think we should split the party, expose both sides
Okay.
at the same time.
Also,
You go away the other way, and we'll
You'll what?
we'll go north. You want to come with us?
I guess I
we
have
split
to.
the party, then get sad and lonely and
Yeah,
go
I mean-
together.
I don't know, I'll team up with the drunk guy. He seems like
He's passed out.
Going
Oh.
Nothing much came of that.
No, going north reveals a small, oddly shaped room. It looks a little bit kidney beanish.
There aren't
we
any
look in
beans
that little lip that's around the corner.
Okay. You
Investigation.
investigate this room. Across the entryway to this small offset room, there are bars. They
We
are
break them open.
roughly set into the natural stone and appear to be placed in a rather ad hoc manner. There's a guard sitting near the door to the barred area, but you cannot see anyone behind them. That's the description. So there's just some bars and apparently a guard of some sort.
And
Sitting in a chair looking rather lackadaisical,
so it's
just
like it's sort of like a cell,
yeah,
but there's nothing in it.
not that you can see. It does go around the corner there.
Oh, okay.
So near the front of that is where this little guard area is, and then around the corner the cell keeps going.
Your duty's over. It's my turn.
What? What do you mean the duty's over?
Your round is over. I'm replacing you.
Okay.
Oh, I need the keys.
Oh, what do you mean? There are no keys.
Oh,
I don't have any keys. Only Cotton's got keys.
wow. Okay. Right.
All right, I'm off to bed. Wake early and worms and such or whatever. Don't know. Yep. And he just sort of wanders off.
Are you gonna give him a union card before he runs off?
That's not my job.
No, you assign that to the new boss.
Yeah. The union boss is gonna do that.
All right, we should open this
So-
door up.
I just spilled
Well,
on myself.
there isn't a door. There's just bars. So
Yeah, but it has keys.
Hey, anyone behind bars?
As you say that, someone sort of pokes their head around the corner and starts looking you up and down.
What are they thinking about?
They're thinking about who are these people? Because they're none of the usual guards. And you sense a bit of fear and trepidation. Perhaps because usually when people you don't recognize show up in an imprisonment situation, it's not like a great thing.
What you in for?
Well, hate Glenvey. That's pretty much it.
Bust them out.
Oh, okay. We hate Glenvey too.
Well, why do you want to free me?
We hate Glenvey too.
Well, yeah, a lot of people hate Glenvey, but why do you want to free me?
Why aren't they all in this cell?
Well, because I'm the only one who got caught.
Caught doing what?
Well, trying to steal from Glenvey. And by steal, I mean
Poison.
reclaim.
Oh, what are you reclaiming?
Hey, look, I don't need to get into the specifics. I don't even know who you are.
Oh, I'm
Why do you have to look it up?
because I don't remember my undercover name.
I am Chaz.
You're Matt.
Grotfeld.
You're Matt Grotfeld.
I am Matt Grotfeld.
That's Chaz Pico. I'm
You guys the real professionals here.
Clark Gobblestone, Sub Commander Junior grade.
I am a lieutenant now.
Maybe. I thought you were a general.
No.
Mhm.
I didn't put that on. That would be too conspicuous.
And that's Frankie, the emotional support badger.
Right, I did have a name.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the badger.
It's Frankie with an IY at the end.
Oh God, right. We spelled it wrong on purpose.
You did.
So now you know who we are.
Yeah. Clark, Matt, Chaz, and Frankie.
Yeah, who are you? As I pop my head out.
My name's, Wendrina.
What's your tragic backstory? Or just tell me your tragic backstory.
We're malcontents.
What does that mean?
We don't like Glenvey and want to beat her up.
She looks you over.
I give double thumbs up.
Little badger paws.
You guys aren't Grotfel soldiers, are you?
No, we're not.
What are you coming in
Man,
here
we
to do?
didn't
Yeah,
really
like-
plan on someone just asking us that question.
What?
Good answer.
What are you coming in here to do? You
Wet
here to,
work?
like steal? You here to like take hostage?
Do they know about the screwdriver?
No. What are you doing?
Oh, we're
Screwdriver inspectors.
taking Glenvey out.
Like you're gonna kill her?
Yeah.
Want to help?
All right.
And maybe some Tashiranoon if they show up.
Are the Tashiranoon here?
Oh yeah, they have a huge army up top.
They are showing force.
Like tens of thousands of soldiers, I assume.
We're hundreds.
I turn off
Hundreds
the.
of thousands, I guess, according to all.
I turn off the brooch of number numbing.
Yeah, like hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds or thousands or four.
Some large, more than you want there to be.
Well,
So anywhere
all
between
right.
1 and 100,000.
So, what's your plans after you kill Glenvey? Are you from a competing dragon family?
No,
Is that it?
no.
just wanna take her
Though
out
we
so you
do
can
know
take over?
Charna.
So is this like her plan or something?
No.
No.
No one else in the
She
dragon
just-
family would come up with a plan this stupid.
Yeah, she just helped us steal a boat, but that's unrelated.
Okay.
I feel like we
So-
didn't need help stealing that
Why
boat.
do
We
you
could have
want
just taken it.
Why do you want to kill Glenvey?
Why do we want to kill Glenvey?
I mean, there's lots of reasons why, but why do you want to kill?
Oh, lots of reasons.
Because she keeps trying to kill us. Mostly.
Why did she keep trying to kill you?
Because we did some stuff.
What'd you do?
I might have impersonated her, ran around naked on her birthday, and farted a lot.
Wait, that was you?
Yeah.
Everyone heard about that.
Yeah, that was me.
I was there.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Like, how do you do that?
Magic?
Well, like, how did you look exactly like her? And, like, you don't now, so what's the deal?
I don't look like this either.
This
I
is
don't
a really good
understand.
idea.
It just seems like you're gaslighting this person.
It's magic. You know what magic is like, right?
Well, yeah, but I want to know like what spell you're using because it'd be really good if you could just keep embarrassing people like that all the time.
Oh
and get
yeah,
away
I
with
can
it.
definitely do that.
Well, yeah, but I want to do it.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah.
I turn around, I turn into them. And then I make all my clothes disappear and run around naked, farting.
I hope the guards coming by to
What-
check on us.
I mean, that's really impressive, but like, you didn't answer my question.
What do you mean?
What do you?
Do you want to be free or not?
What spell are you using to do that?
Why do you care?
Why won't you tell me?
Because it's a trade secret.
Fair, I guess.
I turn back into my
But
Clark.
Why are you guys hunting her down here? Like, how did you even know she was here?
Do you know she's here?
Well, yeah, she walks around.
Thanks for confirming it.
Yes. Where do you think she is now?
I don't know, probably down below. That's where like most of the operations are. If you haven't seen her up top, she's probably down there.
Great, we'll go down there. See you later.
Oh, hey.
What?
You guys want some help?
What are you gonna do to help? You're in a cage.
I mean, I'm saying like you can let me out.
Oh. What will you do if we let you out?
I don't know, like I could.
Blow everything up?
Do you have explosives?
Yes.
I mean, I
We need an explosion part of the plan.
could probably help with that.
Could
yeah.
you collapse this whole cave system?
All of it at once?
At least the big.
No, but I could certainly collapse like critical parts of it.
Okay. That would be good.
So there's actually some like fairly explosive components around here that we have to use because sometimes we gotta like
Blow open a wall or whatever.
yeah, gotta blast our way through. But they keep all the components separate, so they're stable, right? And you gotta combine them together. You gotta mix them, and then they become like explosive when combined, right?
Yeah. So, do you know
I
how
used
to
to
do
do
that?
that, yeah.
Oh, you can do that. So, if we get you out of here, how can we trust that you will not run to your superiors and tell them the tale that you just heard?
She looks around, just like, I'm the one in the jail cell.
Yes.
Why would... If I go to them with this, they're just going to throw me back in there.
I like that Olsef is just like, I don't know if I can trust a prisoner.
All right. Well, okay. So if we let you out, you'll blow everything up. After Glenvee's dead?
I mean, I can do it whenever you want, I guess.
Okay.
That's good flexible schedule.
How do we signal when we want it blown up?
Are we going to get them out of here first?
Well, we have to make a decision before we break them out.
Can't we make a decision while we're breaking them
Yeah,
out?
it's gonna take me about 50 minutes to unlock this. I assume it's about like a lock on this door
50 minutes, you said?
to pick the lock because I'm not
I
very
mean-
good.
I don't know how long it's going to take you, but you can certainly try to pick the lock.
I'm asking, is it locked or are they just like?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Lock. Okay, I was confused about what you were
Yeah,
asking.
yeah,
There's a locked door
yeah.
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
bars that are just sort of set in the stone.
Yeah, it's not
Complicated.
complicated.
Are they attached
What if-
at the top or just the bottom?
They are sealed in there with like mortar.
No,
Looks
we've
like-
been through
Yeah,
this.
let's just try unlocking the door.
All right, you guys figure out the plan while I pick the lock because
Oh,
this is
okay.
gonna be about 3 hours.
It's So you were.
I thought I
Owen.
turned this thing off.
Yeah.
Could you pick the lock, please?
I'm picking it. Guidance.
I can't take you seriously when you're making that face.
What's my lockpicking face? Dromar told me I have to do it.
Dromar says a lot of things.
What?
You get it
Roll a d20.
at
Any
advantage.
D20?
Yeah, just roll a d20.
1. Well, what does that get me?
Well, you're not harming anything, but you're certainly not picking a lock. You're just sort of wiggling the tools around in like a cavity you found.
Wait, did you want me to do a thieves' tools check?
No,
Oh,
I just couldn't take you seriously with that face.
fine. I will do a normal face and try and pick the lock
Okay,
with guidance.
okay.
Please tell me you just changed your face to someone else. Change it to Dromar.
To normal.
Yeah, that's Dromar.
Really good at this. Just so good at this. And I have proficiency, so 14.
Okay. You don't seize the lock, but it's not successful either. So you can make another attempt.
Or have Hillwind do it.
Holman can do it.
I trained to do this. I'm an expert picker.
Well,
Then how come you haven't opened any doors
I
lately?
told you it'd be 3 hours to do this.
Okay.
Guidance.
Okay.
I've gone up 1.
You're getting better at this.
You know what? You open it up.
Was that a pity unlock?
That was a pity unlock.
That was a pity unlock, wasn't it?
It might have been a pity unlock.
Don't give me a pity unlock. I can do this. Guidance.
Go ahead.
Break the lock.
If this is what you want to do.
15.
I get out my crowbar.
Stop, I can do this. Guidance. This is character development.
No, it's not.
19.
Hey,
Oh.
that's better.
I rolled over a 10.
You unlock it.
That feels like it was less pity.
It was.
See, I told you I could do it.
Well, we are very
Prove
proud.
it. Do it.
It's because you were all looking at me. I can't do it very well when you're looking.
Prove it. Do it again. I closed. I do not do that.
No, you don't. You still
I was
in the
gonna
bag.
say,
This is why I am
Do you
keeping
really
the
want to do
bag.
this?
No, I do.
Thanks.
Zori already has like a murderous intent to her lately, so I don't want
What do you
to
mean?
provoke that.
Who have I murdered?
I don't know their names. I don't learn their names.
I've
So-
not murdered anyone recently.
Glendrina? Is that the name?
Oh, what's your name? Well, it was Windrina with a W.
Oh, it was
You didn't kill our new friend, did you?
All right, Windrina, you're free.
Well, thanks.
How do you want us to signal the explosion?
I'm assuming that you're gonna end up having like a big fight down there or something.
I mean, ideally, no, we'll just assassinate her.
Wait, is it just the four of you?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yes.
There are
I mean,
thousands
oh,
more.
yeah, it's just the 4 of us.
Oh, yeah, then you might. I don't know. Do you have any like signaling things that you can? Oh, do you have a sending stone?
We have a Squawk Rock.
What's that?
Squawk Rock?
It's like an off-brand sending stone.
I don't honestly remember where we got it.
Yeah. We talk into it and then say over.
Do you want one? We have an undefined amount because I don't remember where we got it.
I love that there's hesitation, caution about freeing the person from this prison. even though they seem to be on your side, they seem to hate one of your enemies, so you have a little bit in common here. And then you do that after brief consideration, but you decide this is more advantageous. You then offer them a permanent line of communication.
Well, 9.
What?
What are they thinking?
Wee 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 wee.
They're thinking, I am extremely glad to be out of the jail. I don't know what I'm going to do next, though, because I got to get out of here. So they're focusing a lot on that. And then, like, I'm sure the explosion will help with that, but I'm going to have to sneak through. Hopefully I can do that. You know, this is their, like, internal monologue.
Also,
Oh, that's what it's like.
we need to get them a bolo tie.
Oh wait, no, they're on our side.
Oh, okay. Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like we're in it together.
Together.
It's not really usually what that means.
What do you mean?
This is where
It's a tabaxi thing.
It must be a secret.
we're
Tabaxi
moving
thing.
neck and neck together.
We're
Okay.
all friends here together.
Got
Does
it.
all mean that's the general gist of what that means?
Yeah. Okay. Do you need some explosives?
Here's a permanent means of communication and crime
explosive.
stuff.
I mean, if you guys have some, yeah, I can...
Okay. Here you go. I have.
Her eyes just, like, widen.
Is that how many pounds of gunpowder do you need?
I mean, more is better.
Okay. Here's 79 pounds.
Holy crap.
Do you pull out the cart too?
I don't have a cart.
No, we should get one.
I don't know why I'm saying this, because it's just going to be a bad idea later. But in theory, you could set up your tent, roll a cart of gunpowder or other things inside, and then collapse it. Then later set up your tent at another place and have that like whole cart of gunpowder or something, and wheel it out. Assuming you can make room with the entire fervent crystal, the massive fist of a huge golem.
golem.
That's gone though.
Yeah, we use that.
Oh yes, you did. Excuse me.
We turned that into a new arm for Ulseth too.
That I forgot about.
But we
that.
do have
we-
Ulseth 2 in there.
Because I was going to get to Ulseth 2,
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Ulseth
it's-
2 is in there, but with a full arm. Completed arm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we take a lot of humanoid things and then just turn it into stuff an awful lot. Like we took that hand and turned it into their golem. I took
we're pretty good
Brocalion
at
and
that.
turned it into a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I killed Brukelion
You
and
have
all
an
I got
arm
was
all
this
you can
dumb
turn
t-shirt.
things into things they're not.
It's a pretty sick
Yeah.
T-shirt.
I killed Brukelion and all I got was
alright.
this pretty sick t-shirt.
Yeah.
So here's 79 pounds of gunpowder.
Okay. Yeah. Can you create, like, a distraction up ahead? Because
Yes.
there's a room that I'm not going to be able to really sneak through. It's just a channel. And if I get past that point, then I should be able to, you know, place these strategically.
Sure.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Execute.
Yeah. So far, we have been noticed. Doing that again should be easy.
So you just have an emotional support badger just fall out.
That worked before.
All right. We have a deal. Handshake.
Oh, okay.
We all shake hands with each other.
Fair.
We want to make sure that
Oh.
you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Be true to yourself.
They, do we all need our own separate handshakes? Like one of
No.
these.
Maybe later.
Like, don't grab my pinky. I use that. Unlike my other fingers.
That's how you type.
So is Windrina now going to go off on their own?
No, we have to cause a distraction first.
Well,
so
yeah.
we have to go ahead.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see where we need to form a distraction.
Should we set up? Well, no, because Windrina could be around the corner, so we'll just close the cage.
Yeah. Close it behind us. Does it click lock?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
That's good. Okay.
Do we have like a tape recorder so we can do that thing where if they like open the gate, they hear this recording of like, no, don't bother me, I'm sleeping
Don't come
right
around
now,
the corner. I'm pooping.
No.
and then just add some fart noises. So like, I'm pooping.
We don't. I feel like
Should we do that?
I'm so sorry,
No.
No, you're
my
not.
ear watchers.
I feel like we had something that could record a short message and play it over and over.
Yes, you did.
Do I have it? Or is
Was
just-
it like a? What was that?
It's a limited use item. It has a
We got it ages ago.
yes. Now, if you can remember what it is, you might still have one. But
Otherwise, it's disappeared into the sock dimension. I have a espresso cup. I got a fire-resistant chain, like a thing of chain, a string of chains.
yes.
You going to tell us all the weird things?
No, I'm just a selection. I have a hang in there tabaxi poster, 75 feet of hose. Jeez.
It's supposed to
Why-
be in your inventory because we shouldn't put anything important in my inventory.
Why do I have milling cogs and gears? Is that from that cobalt place? Where we got the honey?
I think it must be.
Yeah, it must be
yes.
from way back then. Wow.
Oh boy. Soap.
Can we see the map again?
soap. You'd like to see the map again?
4 coasters from the innuendo.
I have revealed like the next area because I thought you were going to go there.
Well, we're going
Just
Yeah, we're
so-
talking
We're
about
heading
it.
there now,
there.
yeah.
We're going there.
All right. And I am going to move this over a little bit because
Oh, it's a big, long corridor to get there.
yeah. So to be clear, I'm going to draw a line. That's approximately where the bars were. So this room was the jail cell, and back there was the actual cell. All right.
I don't think I have it anymore.
And you've been traveling down that path into here. Along the way, you come across, a fair number of little alcoves. You can see that in the pathway. The natural lines of this cave, trail sort of bubble out at points, creating small openings. In those places, in those little cavities, you find some dwarves working.
We do the head nod.
Okay? They're sort of cleaning tools, sharpening picks and things like that. Just doing some basic maintenance stuff. It occurs to you that you can absolutely understand what your new friend was talking about when they said they needed a distraction. This whole line here is clearly almost impossible to sneak through.
Well, time to set another fire.
I want to. What if we? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Go into one of those alcoves. I set one of these extra existential tablets in, and tell everyone I found something weird in here. Come check this out.
Well, you either do that or silver rats.
Silver rats are good too.
I want to do your idea first.
Okay.
So you're going to use one of the
Cultist tablets.
cultist tablets,
Yeah.
and you're going to say, hey everyone, I found something weird. Come over and check this out.
You should at least like do some picking before you do it.
Yeah. I'll make some picky noises with like a crowbar.
Okay.
You can just get a pick.
Yeah, of course you can. So, out of all the things that I had thought, like, you might do, what the reaction might be, this was
Not one of them?
absolutely
At the
not
top of the list.
one of the things that I anticipated you to do.
Yeah, you're not really understanding Zoria's character, are you?
But this little chaos goblin.
I'm not a chaos goblin. I'm just influenced by the Fae.
Okay, so
A Phalos goblin?
why don't you go ahead and make a performance check here, I suppose.
Guidance? Inspiration?
It's,
Guide inspiration.
Guide inspiration.
Guide inspiration.
Desperation.
we found something!
Is that a 10 or a D8?
It's a D10.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Unless you roll a 1, then it sucks.
Well, I rolled a 10 with it.
So it doesn't suck.
What'd you roll with your other one?
I'm rolling now. Oh, okay. And you said, what was this? Performance?
Yeah, because I think that's the most applicable to this situation.
35.
What the hell?
I rolled a 19 plus 10 guidance, or plus 10 inspiration and 2 guidance. With my
Yeah, I was looking over there like, you have a 4.
I have
to your
plus 4
performance.
performance, yeah.
Okay. You easily sell this to everyone around you.
What's this? What's this?
I found something real weird, guys. Come check this out.
What's this? What's this? It's magic in the air.
There's magic in this rock.
Ow, 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 ow.
So, you... There's magic in this rock. Not me. Good job. You sell this, but you've...
For how much?
You've done so well that you encourage, just by,
Drawing attention.
hand signals and other things, you all totally caught off guard by this spur of the moment inspiration from Soria. Okay? She manages to tell you all, hey, spread out along the hall and keep calling people over to this, right? Drawing even more attention to this thing. You've gathered quite a crowd. I'm assuming that at the moment you have taken the step that I would have assumed you to take, which is to keep the tablet covered until there's as many people as you can get around,
And then don't
Sure.
look at it.
and
Yeah.
then get them to look at it when there's many of them.
That's a great idea, yeah.
Yeah, because you rolled really well, so I'm trying to translate that for you. You gather all of these people together.
I got it covered up. I think like a captain or someone or a general should look at it. Should unveil it. I think it's an ancient relic.
Sure, you know what? It makes sense. You're saying, I think I found something really weird. One of them runs off, grabs a captain from the barracks area.
Yeah.
Who's upset that someone
And-
stole a button from their uniform.
And they come running over here. You've got this big crowd all gathered around, ready for this reveal. You brush up, because you just put some dust and debris
Yeah,
over it, right?
Rocks in front of it.
And you brush it away, knowing what's there. You look away as you do it, and you hold it up high then. And we'll find out what happens next.
Next week?
That's like a month from now.
You have to really.
It's slightly early. It's like 4 minutes early from when I would usually cut off.
So
but it's
Zorius-
such a good point of suspense.
You know what? I'm showing you the tablet.
It doesn't affect me.
Zoria,
I'm the DM.
Zoria's strength isn't going to allow holding this up for a week.
It's a thin metal tablet.
All right. We'll find out what happens.
Well, that was interesting.
It's a great point to stop because it's a good cliffhanger, but also
You need to figure out what you're
I
doing.
had no idea how they're going to react, and I need some time to think through that one. So it's a great stopping point for me, especially.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't make you work too hard today.
You did plenty of work on your own.
Mostly Nine's talking to himself.
Why are you looking
Yeah.
at me?
And torturing a
Well, what do you
bat.
mean? Why?
I
am I-
didn't torture the bat. I
just
got a
tortured.
cricket. I think I fed it.
You
Fantasy PETA is going to be really mad at us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like Fantasy OSHA is gonna be really mad about what I'm doing.
And fantasy Vinton.
Would actually come pick up.
Yeah,
their
they would pick up their
prize.
stuff.
Yeah, unlike Real Vinton, which hasn't shown up at all. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly found it to be an interesting episode. And remember, stay safe. Love you.